On March 11, 2019, in a vacant lot in Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu in Philippines, a 16-year-old high school student and church collector was found dead. The body of the victim had multiple stab wounds and her face was skinned to the bone beyond recognition. Today, we're discussing the brutal murder of Christine Silawan, who was killed just some days before her 17th birthday. Her brutal killing, which involved horrific acts, shocked the whole nation and led to significant media coverage and discussions about violence against women. Christine Lee Sullivan was known for her joyful and positive attitude and a kind nature. Christine was a volunteer collector for Sacred Heart Parish Church and would leave her home for church at about 4 p.m. every day to carry about her church duties. However, one Sunday, Christine was unusually late. Feeling overcome with worry, her mother, Lord Sullivan, immediately contacted the Philippine National Police. Police started their investigations and some witnesses they came forward to report that she was last seen in the company of three men at around that time. The following morning, a passerby discovered the half-naked body of a teenage girl in an open field. Authorities were immediately alerted to the grim discovery. Police initially suspected the rape and murder. A preliminary investigation revealed a stab wound on Christie's neck, believed to have been the cause of the death. The autopsy revealed the horrific extent of Christine's injuries. Half the skin on her face had been dissolved by acid. Forensics determined that she was alive when the acid was applied and before the subsequent removal of her facial skin. Further examination revealed that in addition to the loss of skin, her tongue, trachea, esophagus, parts of her neck, a portion of her right temporal hair, and right ear were also missing. Finally, the public attorney's office forensic team confirmed evidence of rape indicated by bleeding within her genitals. Despite multiple stab wounds, including a severe wound to her neck, the forensic team determined that Christine's cause of death was strangulation by rope. The brutality of murder led police to suspect the perpetrator may have been under the influence of drugs. Investigators immediately began canvassing the area for CCTV footage to determine how Christine arrived at the location. A manhunt for her killer was swiftly launched. The Department of Social Welfare and Development reported that Christine was murdered on March 10, 2019 between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. CCTV footage from that Sunday evening showed Christine walking with a man, marking the last time she was seen alive. The police investigation subsequently identified a suspect by the name of Jonas Martel Bueno. Jonas was initially arrested for the murder of a 62-year-old farmer in Danao City, Cebu, while a suspect in Christine Sullivan's case, due to the striking similar nature of the killings, he denied any involvement. Further investigation revealed that he did not really have any connection to Christine's death and was confirmed by the police brigadier general Marcelo Morales. Subsequently, attention shifted to Christine's ex-boyfriend, identified only as John. He emerged as the primary suspect because Christine ended their relationship just days before her death. The police, considering jealousy as a possible motive, scrutinized the conversations exchanged between the two on Facebook Messenger. They also sought evidence that the suspect might have used a fake account to entice the victim into a meeting. Based on these leads, along with some concerning deleted messages, John was apprehended at his home. The investigation became more challenging when a relative of John asserted that he had an alibi. John's mother contended that her son was playing basketball with friends and attending to household chores on the day of the murder. She insisted that had he been guilty, he would have just fled. Additionally, it was John who opened the door when the police arrived at their home with an arrest warrant. Furthermore, John's drug test results came back negative. However, the police were convinced that John was the killer, as according to the National Bureau of Investigation eyewitness accounts and the CCTV footage indicated that Christine was seen leaving the church at 6:12 p.m. followed by John. This evidence contradicted his mother's assertion that he was busy playing basketball at the time. Although the case was deemed closed on March 19th, the police continued their search for the two remaining suspects. Some eyewitnesses reported seeing three individuals with Christine that night, which aligns with the forensic team's findings based on the injuries observed on her body. Christine's mother also believed that no one person could have committed such an act, especially since she harbored resentment over being unaware of her daughter's relationship with the other two. I still can't fathom that he acted alone in Christine's death. I had no idea about the other boy, she remarked. At that moment, it became clear that the entire situation was complicated by the fact that Christine was seeing someone else. However, unlike John, this other boyfriend remained hidden. This other boyfriend in the case was Renato Lennis. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing their name incorrectly. On April 9th, Lennis was apprehended by the police where he reportedly made an extrajudicial confession regarding the murder, although he entered a non-guilty plea to the charges. Renato asserted that his actions were influenced by the Momo challenge. He confessed to creating a fake Facebook account under the name of the CJ Diaz to entice Christine out. Renato admitted to using a fake Facebook account to initiate communication with Christine, and after several months of regular interaction, they officially became a couple on the platform. However, their relationship turned sour when they met in person for the first time at the Sacred Heart Parish in Lapu-Lapu City on March 10th. Renato explained that they had an argument which resulted in him taking Christine's life. The reason for Renato's disappointment was that Christine was unhappy when she discovered that he was significantly older than he led her to believe. Additionally, Christine was angered by Renato's deception in using a false name to communicate with her. Renato was equally distressed when he discovered Christine's past relationship with her ex-boyfriend. He confessed that he had become enraged upon learning that she also had a history of sexual relations with her ex-boyfriend. Renato admitted to have been under the influence of drugs at that time. In a disturbing turn of events, the authorities reported that this psycho Renato had stabbed Christine more than 30 times all over her body using a pair of scissors. He also used the same scissors to mutilate her face, intending to make it difficult for her to be identified. The psycho then disclosed that he acquired the knowledge of how to perform a facial and neck skin removal procedure, known as flaying, by watching tutorial videos on various social media platforms such as Facebook and YouTube. In a tragic turn of events, Renato was discovered dead in his infirmary cell in Lapu-Lapu City on May 24, 2020. Well, all I could say is that he deserved it. It is believed that he took his own life by hanging himself. I think he totally deserved it. It's important to highlight that even after Renato was taken into custody, Christine's mother, Lord Sullivan, stated that she would not sign the affidavit unless her daughter's ex-boyfriend was also implicated in the complaint. She could not accept the condition proposed as the police did not have sufficient evidence against John. I respected Ms. Sullivan's decision to withhold her signature from the complaint affidavit against Mr. Renato unless my client is included in the case. However, I hope that she understands that by doing so, she is efficiently denying justice for her daughter, commented the lawyer representing Christine's former boyfriend, John. Furthermore, Renato did not admit to raping Christine, although there was evidence of bleeding in her vagina. Upon the case's public disclosure, netizens expressed their horror and disbelief at the brutal violence inflicted upon such a young girl. But because in the Philippines there is no death penalty, the killing has elicited controversy and political debate over the proposed reinstatement of the death penalty as the punishment for heinous crimes. For various reasons and to pay tribute to Christine and her family, officials urged the public not to search for Christine's name online. The case highlighted issues of safety for young women and the need for better protective measures in society. The brutality of the crime has left a lasting emotional scar on her family, friends, and the community at large. The involvement of multiple suspects and the eventual suicide of one of the suspects in custody raised questions about the justice system's effectiveness. A murder sparked nationwide outrage and fear, leading to calls for the reinstatement of death penalty in the Philippines. Well, that's all for today. If you found this story impactful and want to see more content that raises awareness about important issues, please like and subscribe. Your support helps us to share more stories and create a greater understanding of the challenges we face. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.